The following is a production of Fenix Media. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the company or its advertisers and may contain language that's unsuitable for younger listeners.
You know, out in Nevada near the silver mines, there's a kind-hearted woman. She's looking so fine, always taking care of her community. Bringing folks together is her cup of tea. She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's About Town Deb.
And welcome to this week's episode of City Talk. And I am About Town Deb, Debbie McCarthy, your host. And today we are live on set at Noble Pie Parlor in the Summit in Reno, Nevada, which is amazing. There's so much cool stuff going on. Everybody's opening back up. So I'm so grateful to be here. And I want to thank, before we start, our sponsors. We want to thank... I just went blank for a second. Okay, so our sponsors are Kim Surratt with Surratt Law Practice. We have Kirk Allure with Gratis Gives. We have Rye, which is making sure I'm looking better every day. #unfiltered. They're a plastic surgeon in town in Reno, Nevada. And we also want to thank Wild River Grille, which is in Reno by the river. Amazing. And summer's here, live music. So we want to thank all of them. And Caliber Hair and Makeup Salon for my blonde. That's my signature look. So I'm very grateful for them. And we wouldn't be here without FenixMedia.us. Christian, we love you. So all that said, today we're going to be talking about Reno Restaurant Week. Did I get that right?
Reno Food and Drink Week.
I don't know. I will
Formerly Reno Restaurant Week. Yes.
I've been around a while. So Cheree Boteler, Hungry in Reno, welcome.
Thank you. I love being on the show with you.
I love having you on the show.
So much fun.
Because she knows everything about everyone in the food and wine industry and spirits and beer and luxury, and that's her. So we're very grateful you're on set today. And Mike Owen, Mike with Crystal Basin, you know, my wine, his wine. We love to bring us all together through wine. We love Mike. Mike is not able to be on set today. He's getting some stuff done. Well, not Botox like I had done at Rye, but he hopefully will be popping in. So we don't know when he is or if he can, but he is graciously offered to have Deb here, another Deb Dringenberg. Did I get that right? Dringenberg. Say it, Deb. Say it.
Dringenberg.
It is called About Town Deb Talk. It's okay. I guess that works because this is who Deb is. I have my pronunciation goes off. But thank you for representing Crystal Basin, El Dorado Wine Country, the Sierra Foothills. And I'm so grateful you're here. And as Mike introduces you, you were the director of enthusiasm.
That's a great title. Yes.
And she's an associate at Crystal Basin. So she knows her wine and knows her stuff. So we're grateful to have her on set today. And at some point, we're going to have Ryan Goldhammer, the owner, or maybe Josh might pop in, and they're going to give us a little sample of what they're serving.
Yes, for Reno Food and Drink Week.
I'm excited. So we get to sample that. And normally we say a little bit about what has Deb been doing. So it's like we're opening up and we're doing a lot, and we're like crazy busy lately. But the one thing that I want to say, we had an amazing, you were with me.
Yes.
Gratis Gives had they had their celebration. They called it something. It was called Celebration. They had played even the music, Celebration, whatever. Yeah. But they're giving back to, I don't know how many 11 or 12 nonprofits.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
When you use the credit card processing with Gratis Gives, every swipe, not only do you get a really good rate, you get to pick a local nonprofit.
That's cool.
So step two is who you also are representing, and Safe Embrace. And Safe Embrace is having an event we'll talk about later. But it was a great evening. What was it like to you, like being out there with people?
Oh, it was so fun. It was just so exciting to be out and to be maskless.
Oh, we were maskless.
It was the first maskless event. There were some people that still wear masks, which, by the way, I think that's totally fine. And
we've had shots.
We should say that is that if you still feel like you need to wear a mask, wear a mask. I've been vaccinated. We've been vaccinated. So we had the opportunity to have our first maskless event, and it was really great. It was so wonderful to see everyone out and
all the nonprofits that we got to see.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! Did we have the cutest, hottest? Entertainer,
a little singer.
Oh, we got to hang out with him after.
He was lovely.
Emerald.
He is still lovely.
No,
because he's still around. But I think it's Emerald.
Emerald. Oh my gosh! Oh wow!
And he has that accent.
Oh my gosh! Sorry, we're drooling here.
We enjoyed him.
So we're gonna do a cheers to
and
Gratis.
He was lovely.
He was more than lovely.
I'm sorry I missed it. Yes. Cheers. Yes.
He was more than lovely.
Oh.
He is married, by the way. But we're just saying
such a sweet.
His voice was like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. And he's just a very sweet, down to earth person, which is always wonderful.
And we love
that.
But
Kirk brought him in specifically for this event. And they knocked it out of the park. I mean, this event was really, really great. Not only did they give back to the charities, but they really entertained us and gave us a really fun evening at the National Automobile Museum.
And speaking of them, they are end of the month. We're going to do our last 2 shows at the museum.
Yay!
You're going to hear all about the museum. And Kurt is also going to talk about the final numbers of the event as well. So we're just really grateful. We love our community.
Really,
we do.
I mean, it's amazing. I've never lived anywhere else, so I can't tell you any difference, but I'll tell you I love it here. I just love it here. It's amazing.
I do too. In my second home, as you know, Southern California, but now I have the Sierra Foothills. So Deb, before we go to break, so tell us what is your favorite part about being in Northern Nevada around the Sierra Foothills, El Dorado Hills area?
Oh, wow. There's so much. I mean, just the open pines, the community, though, too, like you were just talking about. It's so small. You know, everyone knows everybody, but it's not in a way that's nosy or in your business, just because it's just being together. And when we get together, we all have a great time, super non-judgmental, very open, and really good-hearted people.
Well, I love it. Well, we're going to go to our first break. And then we're going to come back and have a really good time talking about these amazing restaurants, talking about Mike's Wine and the About Town Deb Wine. And we'll even have some samples of some yummy food. So hang tight. It is About Town Deb City Talk. We'll be right back after the break. Oh, and by the way, that code on there, what's it called? URL? The code, the little square. RQ. What's it called? QR code. Check the QR code. Because you're going to find my wine. So put your phone up there. Use your camera. We'll be right back. About Town Deb City Talk.
Now more than ever, family matters, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
That'll be $73.11.
Do you have a charity that I can donate a buck to?
You just did.
But I didn't select any option.
It happened just by using your credit card. We recently changed our payment processing to Gratis Gives, who not only saves our company a ton of money on processing fees, but also donates a portion of every purchase to a participating local nonprofit.
Why doesn't every business do that?
If they switch to Gratis Gives like we did, they can.
Achieve real social change by contacting Gratis Gives at 855-464-7284 or online at gratisgives.com.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Allison is perfect. I mean, she'd never tell you that. She's humble and perfect. She likes everyone. She even likes her untidy roommate's weird guinea pig. Allison, wait, are you texting and driving? Allison, no. That's the exact opposite of what I was just saying about you. Why, Allison? Why? Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We are live outside the home of Joe and Rosie Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight broke out just minutes ago. Sources say their father instigated the laughter. Let's go inside for a comment. Apparently, they have no comment. Dads, let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at fenixmedia.us.
She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to segment number 2 with City Talk. I'm your host, About Town Deb. I do have a name, Debbie McCarthy, and today I'm surrounded by 2 beautiful women. We have Cheree and we have Deb. You can't, I don't know, we're both blonde. Am I going the right way? I don't know. I always get backwards. But you know what? We're very happy to be here live at Noble Pie Parlor in Reno, Nevada at the Summit. And if you have not been out to the Summit, you're going to love it. And I'm telling you, this is cocktails here and the food here. So you know what? We're just going to have them bring some food right over. We're going to have them bring it because we are excited to see what they're serving. Yeah. And, you know,
for Reno Food
Drink Week.
Yes.
I love her. I'm just going to keep her around. No, she's stuck with me. So as they bring it over, and Josh is going to, hello, Josh. Come on, lean in so we can see you. Come on, lean on over. Come on, Josh, sit on over.
Come on in.
Come on over. There he is. This is perfect. We need to move this. There we go. We can
look
move
at
that
you guys.
So, my goodness.
It's hot, but you guys can't see this stuff, but
that is like a masterpiece. Is it? Can we like hold it up? Is it too hot to hold up?
It's a little warm.
Here, we'll put it right here.
Put it there.
I'm gonna put it right there.
Whoa! These are their meatballs and polenta, and you can get it vegan or meat.
So you can see it. Oh, here, there's
vegan
one of
or
these
meatful.
And then of course the
meatful meatballs. Or the unmeatful.
Okay, so
there's a vegan choice or a meatful choice is what we decided to call it.
I want to be meatful.
Right.
Yes, we like meatfulness.
Yes.
So talk a little louder, Mr. Josh, because I want to make sure we hear your amazing voice. So, so tell us a little bit more about this, because this looks so yummy.
Yeah, so it's an option. Fried polenta is a traditionally vegan option that we offer here, and we offer it with our house-made meatballs, and then also with vegan meatballs as well. And that's something we try to do on our menu in general, is offer other dietary, offer options for people with dietary restrictions. I myself, mostly focus on the alcohol portion of things. You guys also venture into that territory.
We like that territory.
Awesome. But so I also look for gluten-free options and research gluten-free beers and other things that we can also pair with like our gluten-free pizza, and that's something that I'm more aware of, and I want to offer experiences to people who might want to partake in that, but might not necessarily have the dietary structure to do so.
Well, since we have you here for the moment, tell us how long you've been open at this location. This is a fairly newer. Yeah. It's been a year yet or not?
It hasn't been a year yet, I believe. So it's very, very new. So it's a very new location, and we're starting to get recognition. They're building around here, and it's awesome. People in South Reno are like, "Oh, there's Noble Pie," and that's great. We're able to meet people out here, and it's awesome. It's running really smooth. Obviously, you see, I don't know if they can see it very well, but it's pretty well designed in here. It's very like West Elm, so it's a different structure from our typical kind of rock-esque roots, but still has a lot of that fire.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited because, as you could see, we have some About Town Deb red blend here, which we'll be talking about with the other Deb, and then we have Mike's Zin here as well. and we are going to be having it here. So I'm really excited. So if you want to have a glass of my wine, you can just come on right here and order, buy a bottle, and have it. Buy a bottle and sit down, and eat your pizza and wings and
whatever you want. Really.
It goes,
or just the wine. That's all.
Or just the wine.
I
don't know. I kind of like this. I'm telling you, this polenta and the meatballs are going to go great with the wine.
It looks very good though. So
I'm so excited about that. I think we need to do both, so we're really excited.
Well, you always need some food.
Oh, you always need
alcohol.
Food.
You have to do it.
If not, before, definitely after.
Definitely after.
Yes. So now that we've talked about what we're having, tell us a little bit more about this amazing week we're going to be having.
So Reno Food and Drink Week is happening
Reno Food and Drink
Week. Here in Reno and surrounding areas, June 2nd through 9th, and Noble Pie is a participant. And both this location and their Midtown location. Yes. And they're offering the polenta with meatballs and I believe beer. There's a beer special along with it too.
We'll have them posted.
And so anyways, it's going to be a great week. It's really all about supporting our local food and drink community. This is a time for us to really celebrate them. And, we started this last year. And during COVID, which was crazy, you guys were a participant last year too. And it's just a great way for people to go out and try something new that they wouldn't normally try. Like the great thing about this is that you're known for your pizza, right?
Yeah.
But your wings. I mean, the wings. Come on. I know.
The wings are
I really like the pizza. I mean, I gotta say the wings are delicious, but the pizza.
Well, I have to tell you, I mean, since the pandemic with the whole Grubhub stuff and all those things, I would be all by myself and I would order the wings and have it sent to me. I would order pizza and wings and eat it all by myself.
Oh, there's no shame in that. I ordered several pizzas myself.
But the wings, I can eat like 2 orders of the wings.
Oh gosh, and the ranch.
Oh, I love the wings.
We make it in-house,
the ranch is. I feel like I could drink that like separately.
Stuff,
it's delicious.
House-made, so.
I love it.
It's so really delicious. It's just basically a chance for a lot of these establishments to showcase some of the things that maybe they're not as well known for that are so delicious as well. So we have a lot of great things that are coming out exclusively for Reno Food and Drink Week, or as with this, it's on their menu, but most people don't really know about it.
This is normally on the menu?
This is on the menu right now, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. No, it's one of our options that we offer.
Well, we're going to be taking a bite of it, but we can't take a bite till Cheree gets a better photo than I do. It's kind of a rule with us.
Right.
It's kind of a rule.
It's a big deal.
It's a rule.
We always eat cold food. We have cold food all the time.
It is. I mean, the good sign, the sign that something is really that good is when it's good cold after you've taken 850 photos.
These are good cold.
So
cold. I have them in the morning too, but I don't eat them all first thing. I'm just saying, I'm being honest here.
There's no shame in that. It's so good.
But you also have more flavors. So tell us the different flavors.
There's 3 different flavors. There's 3 pillars of the wings.
Pillars?
Pillars.
Well, just 3 options.
Pillars.
I just use pillars.
No, I like the pillars. I like the pillars.
And you have 3 blonde.
We're serious about the
3
wings.
pillars, 3
We're very
3 wings.
Done.
That's how it's done.
That's how we roll.
But yeah, so the house-made bird style is like our house-made buffalo sauce that we make in-house. It's the popular, the nominated one. And then we also have our house-made barbecue sauce as well.
Oh,
and then we
good.
also have a combination of the 2 called Coach, like the handbag or a soccer coach, whatever you affiliate with first.
Yes.
It depends.
You're both. Oh my God.
So that's a mixture of the 2. And that's sweet spicy.
Oh, that's good. I like the sweet spicy. So how many restaurants, and not just the restaurants, the drink?
Yep.
How many?
So there's 76 food brands or companies, and then there's 93 locations. So so for instance, Noble Pie has 2 locations. Yeah. They're one food brand. And then they have 2 locations. So there's 93 places to go and get some great food and drinks.
Here, so has gone to all of them. And she's personally taken photos. She's gone there. She's connected. She's invited us to go and be a team. I cannot thank you.
It's been a fun couple of months.
I know.
I'm no longer hungry in Reno.
You're full in Reno.
I'm stuffed in Reno.
Well, there's another part of this that's even more important.
Yes.
giving back. So tell us about that part of it.
Right. So 100% of the net income from this event goes back to the 3 Hungry Gives Back charities, which this year are the Eddie House, Reno Rodeo Foundation, and Step 2. And so what that really means is that not only are the establishments providing a great experience for everyone, but a portion of what they give back after expenses, really, and I try to keep those as low as possible, will go back to those charities. And so I'm really excited to be able to really focus on food and drink, our food and drink establishments, but also in the same vein, give back to our charities. And I think that it's a great opportunity for awareness of what we do here in the community and the super generosity that we have from our local food and drink establishments that, I mean, really, honestly, I work at Step 2. I'm there. That's my daytime job. And I will tell you, our food and drink establishments are so generous to our charities, including Noble Pie. And, I mean, just honestly, I really have never had them say no to me. And I hope that I never run that out or, ask for too many things, but super, super generous. And so our community is so great about that whole circle. It just all comes around and circles back to we're all here, we're all working together, and we all support each other. Exactly.
Together. So tell us how to get more information. I want to be sure before the break ends, both your websites as well, so you can come order pizza and wings as well. So Ryan, you first. Website.
Josh.
I know. I know that.
Some people
Ryan is Ryan's owner.
Some people say we look similar.
How do they do that? Oh my
when we
God.
had masks on, people would have full-on conversations with me.
Just shoot me.
And then until they finally would say something that only he would know. They'd be like, "Remember when we did this thing?" I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know. I had no idea." I'm like, and they're like, "Ryan." I'm like, "No, my name's Josh." Like,
I know.
Oh
I'm
Josh. No, it happens all the time.
I knew it was Josh. I had Ryan on my brain because because
of the food.
Because you were saying how generous the restaurants are.
For sure.
And Ryan has always been way back when I was first. Oh, it's time for break.
Yes.
So we're going to take a quick break. Hopefully Mike will be able to chime in with us when we come back. Then we're going to be talking about Crystal Basin and some wine. But you're sticking around because we're going to sample this when we come back. About Town Deb City Talk. Hang tight.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all got to see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text Barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
That'll be $73.11.
Do you have a charity that I can donate up to?
You just did.
But I didn't select any option.
It happened just by using your credit card. We recently changed our payment processing to Gratis Gives, who not only saves our company a ton of money on processing fees, but also donates a portion of every purchase to a participating local nonprofit.
Why doesn't every business do that?
If they switch to Gratis Gives like we did, they can.
Achieve real social change by contacting Gratis Gives at 855-464-7284 or online at gratisgives.com.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
What if I told you that a tornado was going to happen tomorrow, right where you live? That it would touch down at exactly 3:17 p.m. and I told you the exact path it would take. You would, of course, prepare. You would talk with your loved ones and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at fenixmedia.us.
You know that's what she said. Come on, let's have some fun with About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk with About Town Deb. I'm so excited to be out and about Town Deb. And today we are at Noble Pie Parlor in the Summit in Reno, Nevada. So if you're visiting from Carson or Tahoe and you're coming over 50, there's no reason why you can't come on in. Parking is right here. It's really easy. And I'm telling you, this is all about Nevada when you're in here. I was noticing on their chicken wings, there's this cool, the little board has Nevada on it.
Let's see if I can
they have like, would that be considered a fire pit out there? What would you call that, Josh?
I would consider it a fire pit.
A fire pit.
Yeah.
It's
a pit
like,
of fire.
Yes, pit of fire. It's in
A
the
pit
shape
of fire.
Nevada.
Not a pit.
It's in the shape.
Not a fire pit, a pit of fire.
I just said it in a different way.
I love the pit of fire.
It's in the shape of Nevada. It's a pit of fire. You could argue it is, in fact, a fire pit.
It is a fire, but what I want to say, it's the shape of Nevada, and that's why I brought it up.
Yes,
you can,
exactly.
It's gorgeous.
You can see it. It's awesome. It
come by.
Up. It's
we'll
very
take a
warm.
photo of it, and we'll share it later.
We will, and then they can take their photo and tag us.
Oh my gosh, see,
which would be lovely. Yes.
I love how she's so lovely. Yeah. I love when she says that. That's her thing. So we're just happy to be here as we got Cheree here with Hungry and Reno. We're going to switch it over to a little bit about wine now. So we have Deb here. And Mike, we love you. We wish you could be here right now. So when you are watching this, you know we love you. And Melissa, we love you too. And we love all the team at Crystal Basin. So we have one of the enthusiastic members, the director of enthusiasm, Deb. So Deb, you just got married.
I did.
So where did you have your honeymoon, or where did you get married?
I got married in Freeport, Bahamas.
Bahamas.
Lovely.
It was awesome. So tell us a little bit about your background and how you got in touch with Mike and Melissa, and how you became this amazing associate, being so enthusiastic.
How I became the director of enthusiasm.
Yeah. Well, I can
no
tell
surprise.
right
No surprise.
It comes naturally. So I met Mike and Melissa about 6 or 7 years ago. I live in Camino, California, which is Apple Hill. Anybody who comes to Apple Hill, remember that Crystal Basin is right there on Carson, along with a lot of other great wineries in Carson. I fell in love with their wine. I've been a wine member for that entire time. Every time I go in, it reminds me of Norm, like for Cheers.
Oh, it is like that.
And everyone's like,
I love that.
You love it. Yeah, I love it.
And there's never really been a bad experience. All of the crew there are amazing people, super fun. We have more fun together. It's like a family, totally like a family.
I love that.
But notwithstanding that, the wine is amazing. I've never had a bad glass, and I also serve wine on a regular basis, and I've never had anyone say they didn't totally love it. We consider alcohol abuse if they don't do it at all.
Oh, but you do.
But you want to with this wine. That's for sure.
You want to do that.
That's not a hardship right there.
No. So, and hopefully Mike will pop in at some point, but if he doesn't, just to give some essence behind that for Mike and Melissa, two of the most hardworking people I've ever met. They're constantly on, always working at the winery. But you know what? He has this magic about him about how to be able to mix so that we come up with this fantastic bottled wine, this end product. And I really think he's a genius that way.
So speaking about mixing, so we have my red blend. Yes. I'll let you say a little bit about that because I want to try this really good food. So so you talk a little bit about the About Town Deb, and then I'll tell them how we came about it.
Awesome. So the About Town is a blend of red, very fruity, but not
which is what we're drinking.
Has a really nice finish to it.
Yes, you are.
Easy to be able to
No, you eat. You eat. We're going to share
it well with
You and I
meat, with your pastas, like we're doing here with the acidic part of it. It has great texture, beautiful color, nice leg, and a beautiful finish. So I would highly suggest it. Really good wine.
Oh my gosh. And it
completely agree.
This goes great with this, by the way.
Try it.
So I have to tell you, many, at least 8 years ago, Mike, and we also, one of my good friends, Lynn Marie, wanted me to learn more about the El Dorado wine country. And I had gone over with Angelo and Peggy Terranova, who have been wine club members forever. And so they took me there for my first experience, even wine tasting way back when. And I fell in love with the area. And Mike's, and I was at Mike's, at Nello's, and Bumgardner were our first experiences. And I fell in love with it. And so Courtney with Design on Edge, who designed my business card, said, you need to have a label. And I'm thinking, well, I know I need a label, but oh, come on. And Mike goes, I think I have the perfect wine for a label. And, you know, Mike has been a part of my journey and my adventure, and Melissa for like almost 10 years. So I couldn't think of a better person to pair with. And he's distributed here because you need to be distributed.
That's a big deal. Yes, and that's a big deal.
There's so many other wineries that like Nello I really wanted, but if you're not, I have to be distributed. So if at any point, who knows, I may venture out and do some more partnering. But our goal was to bring Reno, Carson, Tahoe, and El Dorado together, and then bring El Dorado Hills and Foothills back. And that was my dream, and that was my vision, and it's finally happening. But it took a lot of time, and it took a lot of people coming together to make it happen. And so I loved it with not Josh, but Ryan. I was here. I was here one day he was doing an interview with one of the TV stations, and I walked in randomly, and he goes, "Hey, I want your wine." I mean, I didn't even say anything. So it just showed that our community is about supporting each other in whatever we do. And I know that I always love to promote all of our local businesses. So this wine, it means a lot to me. And it's also a memory of my dad, Papa Tony, and the hashtag together we're one heart. So one sip at a time, one journey at a time. So we love it. But I also want you to tell me a little bit about so the area. Tell us, you want to tell a little bit more about the region and what else you could do there, because we want people to go visit.
Yes, there's so much to do in El Dorado County now. It's amazing. Even if you like stretch out to the Mount Auckham area, there are so many different wineries, and honestly, you're not going to get the same wine at any of them. Everybody is unique and different. Our wines are all provided with like around a 30-mile radius around our winery. They come in and they're individualized, and so we actually blend our reserve wine, like our Zinfandel that we're going to be looking at tonight, comes from, let's just say, 5 different vineyards, all within that 30-mile radius. So we're like bringing the community together too, similar to like what we're doing here. But it's pretty cool. I've been able to be kind of involved in some of the tastings, and it's phenomenal. It's so interesting to see when you take a tenth of this winery and 30%
Oh,
of
that's
this
so
one,
fun.
this one, and then you just start to massage it, and it's interesting the flavors that come out. So pretty amazing.
Love it.
Also, one last thing. Sorry, I love the
My
wine.
battery's low.
I know I
I
said
got
that.
plugged in my phone. Okay.
The wines are come from like a red earth. So all of Sierra is very minerally rich. And so our wines, as you can see from this one, are gorgeous. They are full bodied, very fruity. Very
a little less. It started.
Yeah, right. You just look at it all.
It started here before the break.
It started here.
It started here.
Oh, now it's there. So we're choosing. So I'm going to be like, because I'm authentic and honest. So my battery normally lasts the whole show. So I'm going to ask Josh if he can reach in my little bag there and get the plug in, and we're going to plug in this during the show.
Yes,
see, it's like
because electronics. I
mean, you'll see it inside there.
We're waiting for a longer battery life.
We're waiting for. I charged. It was fully charged. Normally it lasts an hour, but maybe we're more winded or something.
It's us. So for sure.
That would be it. Thank you. So I want you to share a little bit about what other things does Mike have. So Mike is not just a typical tasting room. Tell us a little bit about like the fun and the parties and what he does to bring us together. Or your favorite event. What's your favorite event?
It's not Oyster Fest. It's completely under
Wait,
shadow.
oh my gosh, I love the Oyster Fest.
You love it. It's dramatic for me.
Why? I'm there. I wasn't dramatic. Oh, because they ran out.
There were so many people.
They ran out. I'm telling you, it was scary.
Oyster Fest is one of the most fun things that we do per year, absolutely. But you know what? Honestly, we have 3 or 4 events every month. We have them almost every weekend.
You're doing well, John. If only you could see what we can see.
We're taking a photo of this, just so you know. I'm getting.
There we go.
It's on a computer. You have to plug it in.
Here he comes.
There he is. Just wave hi. Hello. This is all part of the show. It goes inside there. We love. Josh had no idea he was going to be doing this, but we appreciate it. So I got to say, so you think that the Oyster Fest is fun? I like the guacamole.
Okay.
I
guacamole.
We should do a little video.
I know.
Thank you, Josh. We love you. Whoa. It's okay.
He is.
Yeah, he's good.
Very flexible.
Very limber.
He's very.
I wish we could have videoed that.
Very limber.
It was definitely the soccer.
It was the soccer.
For sure, it was the soccer.
Okay. So
yes.
So before we go to break, let's go back to Mike. I want to go. Well, you're not really Mike, but I wish Mike was here. Mike, we love you.
We're happy to have you, Deb. But I was looking forward to. I can't wait to meet Mike though.
Director of jokes.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, we love him.
I feel like I need a new title.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Have a wink, Mike. Oh, sorry. Want to play but can't. Have a wink for me. We love you, Mike. We'll make sure he has plenty of wings. You may want to eat healthy. Yeah. Well, he can have polenta.
He can have the vegetarian meatball.
Vegetarian.
You can have the vegan meatballs.
The vegan meatballs. Yeah.
It's
decently good for digestive health.
Oh, look at you! Good for digestive health.
Look at that. It's like kombucha, but like not at all.
Not at all, though.
What is it?
Not at all.
But not.
It was
so close.
The healthy version. I don't know. Okay, I cannot believe it's that time again. It goes by so fast. But our goals have fun on set because we want to entertain you as well, and we want you to realize it's real here. What happens. Like if we have to have Josh be like a little snake and put in the plug. Thank you for saving us.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're here for more than that. No, he's amazing.
You're pretty much the eye candy.
I've had a few.
I'm just gonna say it. I mean, why wouldn't there be?
Well, you got 3 girls here.
Three girls, and I mean, this is what happens when you're a guy with
a cancer.
This is apparently what happens. They make you plug things in.
I got that. I won't ask him to though. I actually kind of almost got that About Town Deb. About Town Deb. Anyway, we're going to take a final break. We'll be back. We're going to have some fun. City Talk. Hang tight.
Now more than ever, family matters, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio. Take 1.
Behold the angry giant.
Try it again, Alberto.
Behold the angry giant.
Perfect. Good luck tonight.
Behold the angry giant.
Yay! Read me another one, Dad.
This is WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio. It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
How's it going? I'm having a stroke. Are you going to shake my hand? I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke. When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
The storks are bringing me a baby brother. We can do this together.
All right, let's go. Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't. Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No. Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this.
You will rock this. To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the right seat.
Cool. Very cool.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us.
Ready to help from her toes to her head. Just give her a shout. Call About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town. This is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now back to the show.
And welcome back to the fourth and final segment. Cheree, it goes too fast.
It goes way too fast.
So that means Deb is going to have to come back again. Or we'll just do a show at Crystal Basin.
Or we could go there.
I'd say we will go there.
I'm down for that. Yeah.
Okay, it's happening. It's going to happen.
We're going to schedule that. That will be so fun. ASAP. Yes.
ASAP. Well, I'm actually going to be there over this coming weekend is Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, it is.
So I am going to be there. My good friend Cheree Fitzpatrick, formerly Sherry's Berries, she's having a family get together. But I am also, I know you guys are having some stuff going on too this weekend. But I am going to be at Sierra Vista Winery. They're going to be having a band and a food truck. So, Jim, thank you for the invite. We'll be up there with Jazzy Georgia, and we're going to spend go on Cherry's boat on Monday.
So fun.
I'm going to try to unplug. I'm not very good at unplugging. You're better at plugging than I am. You are.
I'm better at plugging.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear that? Are you single, by the way? Just throwing it out there.
We're not going to discuss this.
Oh, I can't wait to talk after the show.
No, I'm single.
I love to get her riled up.
Anyways,
so heavyweights.
That's my job.
I got her. Look, I love it. So that's what's fun when you're on set here. Because really, we just want to have some fun. Yeah. But let's go back to Crystal Basin because there's something really cool. The Barrel Room.
Yep.
Tell us about the Barrel Room.
Okay. So Crystal Basin is in this building that's been there for 100 years. It used to be a pear thing. It used to be something
else.
Pear thing? Yeah. That's where I used to pack pears. They used to make boxes.
Interesting.
Now they make wine. It's our wine holder. But we have this really cool cellar. So we kind of go back into that barrel room. You can bring as many people as we can fit in the barrel room. And we give barrel tastings on the weekends. And if you've never done it, and you want to learn really something about wine, it is so fun, super laid back. You don't feel like, I don't know, I'm uncomfortable. You're involved in the story, but you can actually sip right out of the barrel. And you know what? Wine changes every time. So you go in today, you go in next week.
It'll be different.
And that's what I love about that.
But you know what's cool? I don't know if you've done a barrel tasting. They have this. It's called the. Is it the thief?
Yeah,
the thief. Yeah. It kind of looks a little naughty. It does. But you put this long thing. Yeah. It's a long thing, and it goes in the hole, and it siphons up the wine. Yeah. It does. Yeah. And so then he pours it from
They're talking about wine, people.
Yeah. It goes right in your glass.
You let your imagination go wild.
But you know what?
Absolutely.
How often can you? And that's what's the charm of going wine tasting in the El Dorado Hills, Sarah Foothills region. Yeah. Is that you get to be with the wine owner, the winemaker, the tasting room, their family. Like, I would say, if Melissa's not there, Mike's not there, you're there, and like Deb and KZ and Chris, and they've been there forever.
Mike House, we've been there forever.
And Mike House, And so it's like that in, I would say 90, well, maybe 85% of the wineries, because I haven't been to all of them. So 85, 90%. When you go there, you're family. It's like a cheers when you walk in. And there are a variety of styles. You can go in. You can go to like if you go to Element 79 in Fairplay, it's a little bit more of a dressier kind of like romantic-y. It's kind of cool. You go into Mike's is Cheers. You go
Dirt floors.
no.
You can bring your pets.
Peanuts.
They're super pet
Peanuts,
friendly.
maybe
Bring
yeah.
your
Actually,
babies.
so yes.
Pets are always nice to have
Pets are welcome. I would say almost all the wineries are pet friendly.
That is something unique about El Dorado. Yes.
They're into the pet. They love their dogs. So
it's really treats and everything.
So definitely you need to do that. And Mike donates a lot of the gift baskets. I donate. I always donate my wine, Mike's wine. I donate Sierra Vista's. I donate everybody's. Nello always gives me tastings, and so does Mike. So if you bid on a basket from me, you're most likely going to get a barrel tasting, which is really nice. And you'll get it with Nello. He does a tasting. So I'm just really blessed to have become family with so many wineries there. And I love downtown Placerville. All the Airbnbs.
Super sweet and cute, and some great food, some great menus, actually.
Lots of music is coming. They're all opening back up. So, so what's Mike's web? Isn't it crystalbasin.com? Pretty easy. Crystalbasin.com. Mike has a funny newsletter. So seriously, you got to get on his list because he is so funny.
The director of jokes. Very witty.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to switch to something new, which is called Rapid Fire Time. My two interns decided I needed to spruce it up and be a little bit more, fun. I'm not enough
right here.
So,
really? I don't get it. But okay.
So we're gonna rapid fire here. So this is their questions, not mine, but they're pretty good questions. I'm gonna go with Deb first. So if you had $1 million, what would you buy? And who would it be for? I'm gonna throw that in there.
Ooh. Okay, so if I had $1 million, I would save it. I know it sounds crazy.
That's good, actually.
But I would invest it, and then I would be able to use the residual income to be able to provide whatever I could, whenever I could, to help the world be a better place.
I feel like she has an idea of what she would ask for genie wishes as well. She's thought this out.
Yeah.
This has been a thing.
Yeah.
Has someone given you $1 million that you know? This actually happened.
Okay. You heard it here first on City Talk.
The practical blonde on the end.
The practical blonde.
The business girl.
Well, she's got cool tattoos. So, is there a story by that tattoo? Is there you just love flowers?
It's beautiful.
Where did you get it
Cherry
done?
blossom.
Cherry blossom.
Oh, yeah. Downtown.
You did. There is a really cool. Is it?
It's a something six tattoo. Yeah, right there. It's been there forever.
I know.
Yeah,
I drive by it. So Jazzy Georgia wants to get hers.
Oh, that's a good place. Yeah,
everybody told her to go there.
Yeah, it is a good place.
So Cheree, what about you? Because you give back to you and I are both like, oh my gosh, we would give maybe the shirt off our back. Maybe sometimes as long as we have a bralette underneath. Got a bralette underneath, you can have the shirt. So what would you do? I can't go anywhere with you. She brings out the naughty in me. Go ahead.
I don't know why.
What would you do?
I would not save it. I wish I would. I would invest it. The reality of it is I would give it to Deb to invest for me.
This Deb,
and give her a portion of the residuals,
not this
so
Deb.
that I actually can spend it.
Yeah, whatever you need to do.
Not this Deb.
I love it.
That Deb. Okay. Sports team. They threw in sports.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I love football and I love baseball.
Okay, sorry.
So I'm a 49ers fan from birth, of course. But I fell in love with the Giants when I went to a game between them and the Packers in New Jersey. Fell in love with them, so they're my second favorite. And then baseball, of course, the Giants, because, that's just the way that it is. We live in Reno. We support those kinds of things.
There's some people I know who are in Reno like the Dodgers.
You know what?
Steve Hammond.
And, I accept all people.
Yes, you do. Okay, your turn. Your turn, Deb.
I don't know if I really follow the whole sports or whatever. I could go with the same thing. I'm a native Californian, born and raised.
So are you Dodgers? Are you?
No.
But you're in Northern California, so
Giants. And Niners and Kings.
Kings.
Yeah. That would be my, check.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, first car. Your turn.
Oh gosh, I think I had like a Pontiac something. It was this little gold car. It was cute. It was I'm not a car person, so I can't even remember what it was.
I had a Ford Pinto, just so you know.
Yes, you did.
It was a cherry red with a white vinyl on top. My dad got it for my mom, but I actually did not. I got the key on my 16th birthday. They wrapped it up, and all I got was a key. I thought I was getting. I shared. So go ahead, because we're almost out of time.
74 VW Bucks.
I love it.
Now, if I had that as my first car, I would remember that.
Blue racing stripes, and his name was Gubster. That's Bug spelled backwards.
Oh, that's great.
Okay,
yes.
Deb has to hang out with us.
That's a winning.
Deb has
That's
to hang
a
out.
winning one.
So, okay, we're gonna do one more quick question because I love this one. Who is your celebrity crush?
Sean Connery.
Okay.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh.
Okay, I want one more. If you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Seriously.
Yes.
It would be bread and butter. I mean,
Okay, what was yours? I know mine.
Cucumber and dill.
Oh my God.
That's good too.
Pasta.
We could share.
Oh, pasta.
That's like a food group.
I know. Spaghetti. Angel hair spaghetti with red sauce. How's that?
That's good.
That is what I would do.
Yeah.
And okay. Oh my gosh. So before we run out of time, next week we're gonna have a special show next week, and Sienna, who is our amazing intern, is gonna be is it next week? It is the first week of June, right?
Oh, yes.
We're gonna be talking. I'm not even gonna tell you. You have to tune in. Kim Surratt, one of our sponsors.
Yay.
It's gonna be involving your heart and involving being a donor. So that's all I'm going to say. We're going to be take a little bit more seriously. Kim Surratt has invited us to host at her office. So stay tuned for that. We'll be sharing about it. And you could go to About Town Deb. You can go to crystalbasin.com, Hungry in Reno, Noble Pie Parlor. Check us all out. We are grateful to be here. We love you guys. And I wish we had more time.
It always goes way too fast.
So if you would like to be a sponsor, you'd like to hang out with us, three blondes, give us a jingle. About Town Deb, Hungry in Reno, Crystal Basin.
Cheers. Cheers.